Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good one. I more so than I think any other stream, I literally just woke up. So, um hey Soap, how's it going? Um okay. Alright. Sorry, give me 1 second. Man. Oh man. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, I was uh yeah, I had we did a lunch for Mother's Day. I really probably wanted to take a nap. I don't know, much sooner, but I got home, had to clean a car, not clean a car, had to touch up, had to basically I cleaned a car before we went to the lunch thing, and I missed a spot basically, so I had to do that. But I had to wait like 10 minutes or something before I could actually do that. I got like an hour of sleep. Not like, I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit over dramatic, but yeah. And I am absolutely dying of heat. Yeah, I have no idea why I, I have like a 30-minute alarm, and I'm pretty sure that I did get woken up by that 30-minute alarm, and then proceeded to fall back asleep, and I woke up like 10 minutes ago, 11 minutes ago. And then was scrambling to get streams started, but I set everything up right before I went down, so. Because I know how I work, I know how I operate. So I should mention, for posterity's sake, that, the something I, last week when I got all the RMC from when I got all of the RMC from, the mission. Oh, of course, that's gonna happen. When I got all the RMC from the 890 and wasn't able to sell it, not only... Jesus Christ, really? Really? Oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna fucking have to claim this shit. God damn it. Okay. Um... Yeah, whereas before it didn't, it wouldn't let me sell the RMC, this time it didn't recognize that there even was RMC, So I took the RMC, tried to sell it somewhere, and I crashed into the station because when I was in quantum travel, I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, I crashed into it because cruise control sticks after you've turned cruise control off, and it only stops when you brake and move backwards. Either, I think both. I think both. And that includes quantum travel, which I fucking hate. It's fucking stupid. Like, if it sticks normally, okay, fine, but it should not do that for quantum travel. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. But yeah, I lost hours of work, hours of grinding because of that. But it's also something I kind of knew about, so yeah. But yeah. So and this is also a thing that I should have realized, but I'm groggy and yeah. Cuz like, you don't cuz it's not 100% of the time that it's going to recognize that you have a hanger. Or it's not going to give you a hanger unless you call out your ship, but sometimes it will just have your hangar available to go to. And you always want to use the terminal in your hangar, if as opposed to the ones outside of your hangar. But sometimes you have to use the ones outside your hangar. But it's more like a yeah. I mean, yeah. But this. It's also it's a bug, but it's also a bug I kind of knew about, so.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
And yeah, I don't know.
Please visit. Goodbye.
Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Visit us again.
And yeah, I don't know when they're gonna update 4.11. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened like right now. But it probably won't. But I mean, there is somebody who's going to be streaming Star Citizen, and they're gonna be like, well, alright, I've just started streaming. I'm gonna sit down for a, 4 hour, 8 hour, 4, 6, 8, 12 hour Star Citizen stream, and then 2 seconds in, they're like, oh, we're gonna update in an hour. That has to have happened to somebody. Oh, excuse me. Just checking the website just in case. Ugh. Oh, you know what? While I'm waiting, I didn't uh exit out of the game companion thing. Let me do that. Dude. Sorry, I just like there's a Reddit thing about on r/pal world of like I don't know, something. I don't know like the full story about what's going on with the lawsuits. Um my understanding is that Nintendo basically is trying to sue Pocket Pair for like patents that either Nintendo didn't have or they just made 2 minutes ago, kind of deal.
Welcome
Um,
to the vehicle retrieval system.
and like it's
Vehicle
quite the thing.
stand by.
I'd love to get.
Please visit us again.
I'd love to like interview somebody from Game Freak and hear what they have to say because I'm sure like a developer from Game Freak,
Stand by.
like Line Programmer 3. I want to hear what Line Programmer think. We're gonna server hop. Oh, okay. While I'm loading in, I'm gonna go like gonna go literally like throw water in my face. I'll be right back. Alright, give me. Okay. So I was not kidding. I did literally just throw, I did literally just throw water in my face. So, which I think actually did work a little bit, so. Eh. Yeah, and I don't know what I'm most looking forward to 4.1. But I should say that, my plans for whatever becomes available. So I have the CCU chain. In the form of, the Atlas Geo right now. I'm guessing that maybe I can warp on CCU to the maybe I can warp on CCU to the MTC. And I mean, we'll see. I don't want to spend like, I don't know, at some point I'm gonna have to CCU upgrade to something crazy. Or I'm gonna have to like throw $20 at it instead of like 5 or 10. And it might be the MTC, even though I think the MTC seems like it's an Ursa-sized vehicle that has a little bit less utility than the Ursa. Yeah. Hello, Solar. Solar, I woke up 5 minutes before stream. Actually, not even 5 minutes before stream. It was crazy. I've resorted to throwing water in my face to wake me up. Which also just feels good, cause it's hot as shit. But yeah, I think the a CCU upgrade to the a CCU upgrade to the MTC is a possibility. They have the 80s totally radical tiger stripe sunset tiger stripe paint that I think was very lightly teased in one of the videos. And like maybe I'll throw like $4 at, because they have the Volt SMG. I could throw $4 at that, and if they, I don't know which armors they're all using, but I don't know, an armor set could also be in my future, but nah, it'd also be a little silly. And I'm just a silly little bun. Alright, hang on. Let me... I can't just leave myself unattended whenever I'm in quantum travel. Lest I repeat the aforementioned incident of, cruise control mishaps, yes. I mean, I think, like, I don't know, there's some moments, like, when I know I had a huge thing when I was, it was a huge thing when I was trying to find the Copians, and I just spent like hours just not being able to find Copians because it's not explained and there was no guide. There was no guide that was 100% accurate. Even the best guide neglected to mention one thing. Well, maybe not neglected, but didn't have one piece of information. I remember that pissing me off, like, a lot. Like, that, I think it broke me. I think it genuinely broke me. And I think the losing 600k, losing hours of grind, that didn't break me, but I was very close to being broken in the same way again. Yeah, it's fair. Okay. Alright, I've hopefully engaged maximum comfy mode. I think probably the most exciting thing about 411, it's either the mercenary missions that introduce the guild script, or the enhanced loot thing. Those are the things that I can think of. Or those are the first things that come to mind. And I'm sure there's some other glaring thing that I'm not thinking about. I can't really say the blades because it seems like they're not going to be for every ship. And it just, like, that makes it pretty hard to get excited about it. Sniped. Let's see, is there one dude there? There's just one dude. There's just one, goober. God, Jesus. God, get your fucking actual landing pads around here. What the fuck you doing? Ugh. it is funny to me that it does feel like a lot of people have. Oh, I forgot to bring ammunition. Did I forget to? I didn't forget to bring a helmet though. That's that one I'm good on. I forgot to bring extra ammo. I forgot to bring anything besides my pistol. Was that by design? I wish I could say it was. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no. What? Fuck off. What? You can't. What the fuck? God damn. You can't hit me with this. Oh, the game freezes up bullshit. Not now. What? What? What the fuck was that? What just happened? We play that animation back. Looks like I was just like stumbling forward. Oh my god. Okay. Tonight's gonna be a real treat if that's what we have to work with. Ugh. So Solar, how's it been? How was your day? How was your Mother's Day? Did you say hi to your mother for me? God, that's a line that is a line that only people of a certain age will get. Only people beyond a certain age will get. I think? Probably. That age being above the age of, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know, because I didn't actually see that SNL skit. I think it was an SNL skit. I didn't actually see it live, but, you know. I can't wait for teleportation to happen. I can't wait for them to be like, this is an ender pearl. And then, oh my god, no, what? Also, I did hit 4, and I'm hitting 4 right now, and it's not bringing up my multi-tool. I still fucking hate that decision, that keybind decision they've done. I don't know why they did it. I mean, probably to just cut down on the button. I don't know why it doesn't work. Like, it literally never works as a press this thing for a gadget, press this other thing for a, press this thing for a gadget, hold for consumables. It's always... it always bugs out at some point. Okay, I don't know if that's fair. I mean, it does work sometimes. Okay. Now that we've had accidental Gemini kit represent here. Hello, what are you guys doing? You know, I guess it's probably a pretty... I don't know. I hope that they update tomorrow. That'd be nice. I hope they just don't decide to drop 411 when I'm streaming. And again, somebody somewhere is going to be streaming when that patch goes live. That's just how the internet works. Which, like, yeah, I don't know how. I don't know what. I think it's the Austin people. The people in Austin who are the ones that deploy the patches. All I know is that there was one time where the dude who's responsible for deploying the patches deployed a patch while he was getting a COVID shot. Which was pretty funny. I want to say that was one of the more that it did actually go pretty well too. That particular release. We're just getting out of here. I can't wait on this goddamn inventory. I can't wait on nobody. Speaking of not being able to wait on nobody. Can't I hate how the advanced HUD just sometimes works, but also sometimes doesn't. It's an experience. Maybe you just have to hit backwards, because I've definitely had the thing with the... I've definitely had the thing with the cruise control where, like, it'll just stick. I'll hit space brake, and then... Or I'll turn off cruise control. I'll still be going at the cruise control speed. I'll hit brake, and then I will start to decelerate because I hit brake, and then I will go back up to whatever speed I was. Oh. I also really need to adjust to my headrest here. We're just gonna do this until that orbital marker turns blue. Did I say I really need to get a headrest? Or fix my headrest issue? 'Cause yeah, I need to. Okay, so X. Yep, X does not do it. But just back. Just going back. Interesting. No, sorry. Moving my microphone all over. Alright. Oh, come on. You know, and I think also, I am glad. I am glad that people have been enjoying this. I've been enjoying Star Citizen as of late, but also, goddamn. Because, like, that's the vibe that I get, that, like, oh, this is the best time to play Star Citizen. It's just, like, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you right now that if I was a new player in that whole... There are some things that, like... Yeah, if that just happened to me, I'd be like... While people were being like, oh, this is the most stable the game's ever been. You know, I probably would not look at that and be very happy about that. Plus, you know, just on top of some things. And it's just like, eh. I don't know if I'm sure I mentioned this in the Star Citizen Weekly. But, yeah, Yeah, so apparently one thing that I don't like about Star Citizen is the ship exclusivity. And they said in the Beijing Bar Citizen sort of, I don't know what the term would be. Not really exclusive, but you know, they aired it, premiered in China episode of Star Citizen Live. You know, that they mentioned that ship exclusivity being a thing of, oh, new ship comes out and you have to wait 3 to 6 months before you can buy it in-game with in-game money. Like that. Yeah, that is a legal thing apparently. They're legally obligated. I don't know if obligated is the correct word or legally required. But apparently they're legally it is a legal matter of doing that, which I think is the dumbest thing, and I don't believe. Like, I mean, I guess I can believe that somewhere. Alright, honestly, I probably deserve that one. Only deserved if I walk away from it, though. Okay. $8.90 grind. Grind so hard. There's still somebody in that room. Oh, we have 1 minute and 17 seconds. I saw 17 seconds or whatever before. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna... I don't know what I would do. What I would want to do on Monday. In particular. Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff to do, so like I have a lot of other things I'm doing right now, so like Jesus Christ. That wasn't that bad. That did look a little bit terrible. I might not be out of the woods yet. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. It'd also be I would be lying if I said I cared too much right now, if I'm honest. Cause yeah, I like there's a lot of shit I have to a lot of projects I'm trying to do, and I don't have time. I don't have too much time for Star Citizen this week, so. For what it's worth, I did hear from a dev in a streamer's chat that it was going to be before the 15th. So we're not going to be it's not going to be that bad. God. When we were coming home from the family Mother's Day lunch, my mom was like, "Oh, do you want Starbucks?" I don't know why my mom is British now, but apparently, well, But, you know, she was like, "Oh, do you want Starbucks?" And I was like, well, I would ask for like a matcha latte, but I need to take a nap, and I don't need caffeine. Oh, what are you doing? Reload! What are you doing? Reload! Oh my god. God damn it. Man, I don't know what fucking service it is that needs to check the inventory. But, man, that would be a nice thing to have fixed. It'll be another 2 patches. I guess that's the... You know, in all fairness, I mean, like... With the, you know, increased cadence of the patches, I guess it means that instead of... Yeah, it might be 2 patches, but those 2 patches are hopefully... You know, just means 2 months instead of 1 patch meaning 3 months. Yeah, I don't know. I'll break the patch after, probably. I'm terrified about this improved algorithm for the looting thing for the interaction menu. I'm terrified that's also going to fall to a similar state. Oh, I think I should probably reload. That might be good. What, the inventory, the bug, the reload thing where it doesn't check your ammo properly? Or it doesn't, like, it doesn't read that ammo's in your backpack, only it happens for things you buy in-game. Oh my god. I am tired, and I cannot articulate things that well. All just buyable in-game items. I mean, not necessarily. There is some stuff you like. I mean, well, okay, well, all right, sure. I guess no, yeah, I guess I can go and buy the Stitcher armor. In theoretically, I could buy this in Pyro. I'm not fucking doing that. I mean, like, I can also... I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, go into combat and loot while I'm getting shot at. You know, so it's more of just a minor annoyance, really. I mean, yes, there are times when you are going to want to use the interaction menu under duress, but it's also... It's not that common that that's going to be a thing. No. Trick of the light there. You need a Snickers mid-gunfight. I mean, you're not yourself if you don't have a Snickers, so... You are right there. Oh, there's fucking game audio. It's just quiet, and it's just goddamn quiet. And I'm not fucking adjusting it. Meh. Ugh. How long till those TVs actually play something? I mean, hopefully soon, because they did record those things with Jared. We're like, oh, look at this thing. We got in-game news reporters. We've added in-game TikTok. Oh, it's just gonna be like 5 clips of Jared saying that the world is terrible. Alright, this enemy is, I believe, probably stuck in the elevator. In the cargo elevator. If I had to take a wild guess, that's what I would say. It's just it. I shot this guy while he was looting. Or at 7. Yeah, basically. I still love the one clip somebody did where it was like pyro rock radio or whatever, and like, oh my god. And it was just this intense build up to being this like extremely rock, metal, country style radio station, and then they just fucking blast Imagine Dragons. God, that was a good one. I've attempted to open the door. Does not seem to have worked. I refuse to let this get in my way, though. I guess, okay, technically, I haven't checked here. Damn. Uh. I mean, it would be nice if... It would be so nice. So nice. If they just, like... I don't know. If it was just a regular-ass 890, but they literally just, like, disabled... They just disabled the thrusters. Like, it is just an 890. It is just your 890's 890, but it will, only work. But it won't actually move. It won't actually fly. If they added the fucking FPS radar system... Oh my god. What's... Okay. See them all the way in pyro? I mean, I hope not. Alright, so now we're gonna... Wait a minute. No, that is just the elevator. I mean, so now... I know I tried doing this before. Yeah. So what were you... Had to do a Mario 64 Communist Revolution speedrun. Nice. Many drinks of water are going to be had. Listen, I would love to just be able to blow open this door. But that's not happening. Oh, my MFDs didn't decide to power up. That's nice. Is it possible that I haven't actually been doing damage because I've been hitting the elevator? It's a solid possibility. Man, I really do hope that the FPS radar and scanning stuff, I mean, like... I mean, yes, I really hope that it does come, or soon. But, like, the way they mentioned wanting to do patches would make me think that it is not anywhere like, it needs to have its own, you know, EPTU, and we haven't had an EPTU yet. And you would think that would be, like, you know... You think you would want to have it running sooner than later? I mean, maybe they're holding out until after Invictus. So hang on, I'm having trouble with getting comfy. Moving pillows, sitting on pillows, not sitting on pillows. You know the drill. Alright, let's see how this helps me out here. Because I've two things. Either I've soft-deathed the ship, which hopefully this works the way I'm thinking it will. Either I've soft-deathed the ship, or I've permadeathed the ship. And if I've permadeathed the ship, then there should be an enemy floating in space. Going absolutely crazy. Oh, let's go in through the hangar, because that sounds a little bit more fun. Sounds a little bit more interesting. Well, let's see if terminals want to be interacted. No. Okay, well that's not a great sign. The doors still work. That's good. Can I use the med bed? If I can, this would be hilarious. Oh my god. I am being healed, as in being fed. That's kind of funny. This is the kind of vibe I was thinking. Come on. Ugh. Okay, well. Here we go. Zero-G grenade throw. Yes, yes, soap. Oh, man. No, I don't really play Mario. Too many Mario games aside from Mario Party. I think the only Mario Kart I've played was Wii. So, you know. Well, Gravity Gen might be spinning, but it definitely ain't winning. Is all I'll say. I mean, I wouldn't really say I'm winning since I've basically just been soft-locked. Basically just been soft-locked out of completing the mission because of one enemy. I think I can use my size 1 tractor beam to move an 890. So what are you talking about? Yeah, no. Finish in real gamer words. How does soft lock equal finish? Soft lock equals not finish. Soft lock equals I may as well give up. Those two very different things. Okay, well if that's not gonna do it, then nothing's gonna do it. God, I mean, sure from that point of view, but that's like... That's... Oh my god. I don't have the strength. I'm not awake enough for this. It's only been an hour. Jesus Christ. No. No. Uh... I'm tired. I'm tired and I don't think I can do group gameplay now. I can trudge along. I think I can trudge along solo. I feel like I could... I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to just... Ugh. Well, I don't want to end stream now, but I am tired. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'd appreciate... I literally fucking woke up 5 minutes before stream. And Star Citizen does have a way of being both very fun and also extremely annoying at the same time. Very much not a great mix with the I just woke up 5 minutes ago energy. I will say, I did see a civilian, like, chilling out. I was blasting at genuine Ninetales, who were just sitting there while a civilian was around. I was like, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how reliable, just in general, the like looting stuff has been from patch to patch. God. And then one of these things where move all just doesn't want to work. Oh my god. I woke up 5 minutes before stream. I don't know what to tell you. Uh, uh, but like in general, also my sleep schedule has just been crazy. Because I have a bunch of projects that I need to try and get done. And I had a really good, I had a very good sleep schedule for stream, but not for doing things, where I got up too late to really do too much. And then it just spiraled out of control a little bit when I tried to correct it. Man, I don't know if I've actually said all of the projects multiple times. I know but I feel like I have. I got furniture I gotta build for myself, for my sister. I have fucking flooring to throw in, flooring to put down. Jesus fuck, why the fuck did this looting thing break? How much have I mentioned them, Solar? I feel like there are times when it is like I genuinely feel like I have mentioned them like 50 fucking times over the course of like 5 different things. And I've just given up on trying to keep track of them. Wow, that was a much faster kill than I thought I was gonna get. I'm not hamming up like the I'm tired bit, but also like that was an overly dramatic sound that I just made. If you need reference. Maybe not overly dramatic, maybe that's not the right word, but it was a more dramatic sound than I was intending. Uh... Either of those two. Either of those two probably is good candidate for most dramatic sigh. No. I mean, those are like possibly 3 different emotions there, though. So I can't say for sure. Jeez. Sorry, I was just thinking of, like, I don't know how. I was, okay, I think my thought process went to, oh, I should be a voice actor. No, I could be a voice actor, but I would suck. I would need to train. I would need to get good, for a while before, and then other things I can do, and then that made me that reminded me of I was talking with a friend earlier about, like, about posting stuff on the socials, posting stuff on the Blue Sky, and then that reminded me of like, not the first person I started following on Blue Sky, but like one of the first people I started following on Blue Sky is like a fursuiter who I literally did not know they were a fursuiter. All I knew about them was that they commissioned a lot of interesting artworks and stories. And that's about the long and short of it, honestly. I was like, oh, they're a fursuiter and they seem pretty chill. That's nice. Other new news. Finish recording Mario 64. Alright. Nice. I mean, oh my god. I think I've only played the DS port of Mario 64. I gotta admit, because I was a wee bun when I played it. The opening thing where, like, Bowser says, like, you go into Peach's castle and Bowser is like, nobody's home, leave. Like, it was intimidating enough, and an authoritarian figure just telling you to fuck off. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fuck off. And it was, it didn't really get too far. And, the memory of that is funny to me. Yeah, but, yeah. No, there's a few interesting artworks. There is one thing I saw on Blue Sky that I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? A different person. But like, a different person, but similar sort of story. Like, it wasn't a NSFW thing, but it was like a pool toy fursuit. And I was like, okay, for one thing, like, the actual, like, craftsmanship that went into making this, amazing. The thought that somebody is wearing this and is not currently dead inside of it, also amazing. Oh my god. No, like, honestly, it's kind of like, I mean, it is kind of awesome, but it is also like, well, I saw it and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't, how is this safe for work? This is not safe for work. I understand that there's a subjective gray area between safe for work and not safe for work. And I guess I could see this not. I guess I could see that being. That being not safe for work, but it is also not safe for work, if that makes sense. Where's my phone? Jesus Christ, I have the exact post. I was looking at this before. Where's the gosh darn thing? Hang on. Let me just send a link to the appropriate people. Check that out at your own discretion. Actually, because it is safe for work, it will just load up in Discord now that I think about it. Well, a balloon dog. Yeah, that's the better way to put it. That is the more apt way of putting it. I mean, unironically, I love the shapes. I love the proportions. That's like I don't even know. I can't begin to comprehend how you would make that, let alone how you would make that so good. But I would get them proportions so great. But yeah, it was pretty good. I guess I could see that, but also I don't know. In all fairness, it is it is like an inflatable, and like for some reason pool toys are also just all over my feed as well. So guilt by association and all that. I mean, listen, if you are likes public on Blue Sky? Because if likes are public on Blue Sky, like I'll let my like history speak for itself. Ugh. You know, it would be. I mean, okay, so, well, there's a lot to deconstruct there, right? But like, I don't know. I don't think it is at all the case, but I do like the idea of like it going into summertime. I know summer's technically like 2 months away. But fuck it, like it's hot as shit. It's hot as balls. As far as I care, it's summer. I don't know. If ever there was gonna be a seasonal kink, pool toy transformation would definitely be one thing. Although I guess that, I mean, oh Jesus Christ. Well, I guess transformation also would just be a real strong Halloween vibe as well. What am I looking at? There's just a solid red thing. That's a gun. Okay. That's fair. The balloon got the dog in him. I mean, like, my two questions are, how the fuck do you see out of that thing? How do you breathe? Like, I'm sure it's not that difficult of a thing, but also, like... But also, I have no idea. You gotta pay attention, but I also want to pay attention to chat. I mean, I guess, like, well, I don't know. I mean, if you... I'm trying to think. I mean, like, inflatable suits are not like... I mean, this isn't, like, the first time something like this has been done. But, yeah, I don't even know. He cooked. Well, they cooked. And they probably did very much cook inside that suit. Oh my god, I want a shotgun right now. I want a shotgun so bad right now. Who's Johnny? For some reason, the first thing that came to mind was Johnny Silverhand. And, Yeah, I don't know. No, Johnny Silverhand probably wouldn't like a giant inflatable fursuit. Making a few assumptions about particular interests. Yeah, he's just not. Just seems like it would be a. He seems a bit too much of a top for something like that. Well, I don't know. Now I'm thinking too hard about it. Def, which. Yeah. Yeah. My god. See, I did the quick draw, but then game literally was just like, oh, how about you don't actually shoot? How about no? See, I don't know enough about the actual Johnny Silverhand. I just know about the 2077 engram Johnny Silverhand. And I've got no idea. It does seem like Johnny. It does seem like. I don't know. Because furries exist in cyberpunk lore, so, like, you know, it's an actual thing we can have a substantial argument over. Okay. See you later, self. Oh yeah, you know, I am curious about the armor and the weapons that are going to be available at Invictus. I do think that all I've heard about the SMG is that it's close range, and that's it. And I don't know what exactly that means, because it could mean a few things. Could mean that it has a hard cutoff. It could mean that it has damage fall off. It could mean, you know, it could mean many things. I don't have any particular feelings about the tiger stripe thing. It's substantial enough of it is very 80s, and it's like, I mean, I get that Star Citizen is supposed to pay homage to 80s sci-fi, but is that 80s sci-fi, or is that Miami Vice? And I mean, like, and you know, I mean, it you know, prompts the response, why not both? And you know what, honestly, that's fair. It's fair. Well, I need to see what they actually are. If it's armor that I like, then sure. Maybe. We'll see. The throwing $4 or $5 at the SMG, I'm okay with that. I'm just wondering, okay, so like we know that they want to have a different paint system, and I think it's pretty safe to say that that is still the idea. It's just a matter of when would they actually do that? When would they actually make that new paint system? Um, oh. When would they make that new paint system? And how would they convert everything over? So I could see it being a thing of, hey, they mentioned that FPS, that like the weapons, ships, and or not ships, weapons and armor, you get a crafting blueprint, or if you buy them, if you pledge for them on the store, and I'm guessing that they would also just give a blueprint for the, either a blueprint or it would be added to your, catalog of, paints or skins or whatever. And I could see them being like, oh, well now it doesn't have. Well now it's it's not just the blueprint for the weapon, it's also the blueprint for the skin. So we're gonna, instead of making weapons $5, now they're gonna be $10 or something. I could see them pulling something like that, but pledging for the $8.90 then, huh? Well, I mean, they also specifically said that ships weren't going to work that way, which like, fair enough. But also, I don't know. It just seems a little weird. It's like, I mean, as somebody who wants to get into crafting, the idea of, oh, okay, I can pledge for some items and have some blueprints just to start the game off with. Okay. And, I mean, that's only one piece of the puzzle, right? And it's not necessarily going to be better than anything else. So that's also a thing to consider. All the gifted weapons and armor they got from Grimace. I mean, those would also presumably work the same way. Well, and I mean, that gives some people an advantage. Well, okay, anybody who's been around for a holiday event and actively, because you have to participate in a little thing in order to actually have those. So not everybody's gonna have it, even if they have had their account active for years. God, I really hope. I have a friend who, try and play Star Citizen with, and a real life friend. Not the Real Life Friends podcast, but just a real life friend. And I remember, I think multiple times I have texted him like, hey, make sure to go to the website and just like collect these things because it's free shit. It is like, I have no idea if he's done that or not. Just like, please. Well, I mean, it is an MMO. So, technically speaking, they literally are all on the internet. That is a... That point is not up for debate. Technically speaking. Usually... Oh, there we go. Usually they hang around... one particular ship. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're running for cover. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm being hunted. Oh, you know, also, speaking of Blue Sky and posting stuff on Blue Sky, you know what I've never seen? I've never seen a furry be into woodworking. And, like, I know that, like, there's no way that those two things don't intersect, but I literally don't think I've ever seen it. Which is odd, because I'm, like... Well, I mean, it's odd because, you know, the algorithm, the almighty algorithm, you would think would, match two of my interests, and I would see two of my interests combined. That's... Well, I mean, that's fair. I mean, hardwood and softwood combined. All kind of joints, all kind of, What's a way to... What's an innuendo for shibari in woodworking? The only thing I can think of is, like, you know, like the cat towers that have the scratchy rope on them. That's the only thing I can think of that really incorporates rope. You know what? There's swings, but that's not really getting tied up though. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, objectively, I know that they have to be out there. But I think it's just really funny that you know, that the almighty algorithm has not done a good job of, you know, funneling that content to me. Alright, an AO3 seems like the perfect thing to take out those goobers. The goofy gooby gooners. With their 3G Moby Glass device. I don't know. I'm thinking too hard. We got a red alert. AO3. Goofy goon. God. Oh my god. I don't even know. Don't even know. For one thing, what is... I wish I could see what this was. Originally designed for miners, the arrow includes... I feel like it said... I feel like it mentioned, like, modification, like, at the bottom of the description. Seems like that would make more sense to do. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know what these modified legs look like. Oh, we got a lot of AO3s. That's okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, right. Yeah, the shield doesn't block that much ballistic. Does anybody use the arrowhead? Like, as a general thing? I'm just thinking, like... You know... Because, like... FPS weapons, energy versus ballistic, it doesn't really matter too much. Because, you know, there is, like... Shields are shields. It doesn't matter if you're using a sniper rifle or a, you know, a size 7, you know, ship weapon. Energy weapons are energy weapons, ballistic weapons are ballistic weapons. And obviously it doesn't matter too much because we don't have personal shield generators or anything. At least not yet. There's an interesting thing to note. But yeah. No, I should though. I should. Between art, woodworking, and music, and all of the YouTube and Twitch stuff, I've got a pretty good repertoire of things to dump onto social media. Granted, I mean, I can't wait to be, you know, I can't wait to be, to get ripped a new one. That's probably the saying. Close enough anyway. For my excessive use of lap joints. Or rabbit joints if you want to. I mean, technically there is a difference. But also just mispronouncing them or using the incorrect term boosts engagement from angry comments, I guess, right? So that's the thing. Jeez. I'm gonna be like, no, Solar, like, you gotta have something. Here, just, you know, on stream, just spell out exactly everything you do and all of your hobbies. So I can have a better understanding of the things you might be able to post on social media. Because all we exist for is to feed the algorithm, I guess. Fair enough, fair enough. This is an interesting one. Or like, I don't know. I mean, streaming's a pretty sweet thing. But also, I mean, it's not just... It's not a... It is a thing. It does require some level of commitment. Well, I guess it varies person to person how much you want to... Really? That... Wow, okay. I mean, like, everybody has, like, that sort of an experience with a game, with some game. And sometimes it's just really funny. About to wander out, and I'm like, I'll put this down, play more later. Later never comes. Fair enough, fair enough. Swear, these hitboxes. Okay, there we go. The thing is, honestly, for me, Fallout New Vegas is like, okay, so like without a doubt, like the only way that I can like Starfield is by thinking of it as this is not a game, this is a modder's resource. A modder's resource package. With Fallout New Vegas, it is a game that is also a modder's paradise. Yeah. Oh. I explicitly heard somebody say that, like, you know, Oblivion Remastered would be a good thing to check out because this is like before Bethesda stopped giving a shit. And I'm actually really curious. But at the same time, I'm also kind of like genuinely of the opinion that after Starfield, I'm just like, I don't want to give Bethesda money. So like I'm kind of conflicted a little bit on that. I mean, I guess really for Oblivion Remastered, I gotta wait for the mods. And I think that they have like updated, like they're actually using modern techniques for hair and fur. So it's not just like a texture, it's not just a normal map, which it was in Skyrim, which it was in Fallout 4, which they like explicitly did not have any like furry aliens. So like, you know, I guess I can say that it wasn't the case in Starfield, but it wasn't a thing because of omission, which is not great. Oh, they didn't? Oh. Oh. See, honestly, that's kind of sad because a remaster is kind of the reason you do a remaster is kind of like to go back and you know, sort of rediscover, you know, sort of look back and sort of you know, try and recapture that sort of thing, train up new people and try and you know, teach them how things used to be or whatever. Not how things used to be, but like, you know, there are some good points. There are some good reasons to do a remaster besides just, you know, from the developer standpoint, not just the consumer standpoint. Okay. Of course, you could also just outsource it to somebody. Which, you know, there are also reasons to do that, so. Literally after seeing, you know, CAG talk about, like the hair texture and the fur shader and stuff, like literally that is the only reason that that I would give a shit about that. Like I genuinely would not care otherwise. I mean, to some degree, also like, I mean, it might be really cool, fancy, you know, tech. But also at the end of the day, it's just like, does it look good? And does it look good in comparison to whatever, you know, is available at the time? Does it meet the industry standard? And all that. Exactly. Definitely no exaggeration. But yeah. It was kind of funny though. I did see a video comparing the original to the remaster, and there was like a scale that actually had physics and you could actually like balance stuff and in the original, but they actually took that functionality out of the remaster and it's like, huh, yeah, that's like, I get it, it's really not that important of a thing, but also, huh? I was like, yeah, no, it's an interesting one. So I think I will try and go for 3 hours, and then I will pass out. A face plant on your desk. Yeah, if only. I mean, that would literally be me, my head falling onto my drawing tablet, and, you know, I don't. That does raise an interesting question, though. Can you burn your retinas if you have your eyes closed? I feel like your eyelids like don't 100% block out the light, but like 99% of the light, which would make it practically so that yeah, that's not gonna happen, but like technically speaking, theoretically speaking. We're getting into the insomnia fueled delirium. God, I was also texting earlier today, and I literally had the thought of like, it was like I was on the precipice of doing something, and I was like, how the fuck do I like immediately think of precipice, but there's so many other words that I derp on. Like, I think that might have been the first time I used the word precipice in 10 years. Like, I genuinely would fucking believe that. It's probably been 5 years, but like, how does brain work? That is how that happens. You know, I wish sleep-deprived madness meant I had better dreams or had more interesting dreams. There's an entire science, and there are some ways to actually, like, you know, have more interesting dreams, which would be a thing I would like to do. Or like to have, but, I don't know. I swear, I can't remember the exact dreams, but I know that I have had 2 dreams that, like, heavily involved smoking. I don't know where the fuck that comes from. But, apparently it comes from somewhere, so... And, like, you know, there are times when you dream and it's like... you're thinking about, and it's like, oh, I've definitely had this dream before. This is a thing that's happened before, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But, like, you know, when I am awake, when I am conscious, I've taken note of that, and I'm like, that is an odd one. Something, something, odd ones out. Something, something. I love how robotic but also emotional the Crusader thing sounds. Maybe just for that one particular line, but like, It does sound like a distraught robot that like you're like you're shooting its friend and it would like you to stop. Oh, hang on. I saw a light. Although that might have just been a graphical error. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of a little low on health. I should maybe fix that. Oh, Jesus. Well, why am I so thirsty all of a sudden? This is about to turn into a sports drink advertisement. Except I don't have any sports drinks to shamelessly sponsor. Ah. I mean, that worked, so, you know, can't complain. That's a little bit how I feel. the grenade to make them run. Surprised when they said the Nautilus would be delayed. Did they say that? Like, that was the thing that... So a lot of information came out of the Beijing Bar Citizen, and there was a video that they showed, and then there was a lot of, like, you know, just talking with the devs, and allegedly some of that stuff, some of the conversations that got leaked, in very heavy quotes, apparently some of that might have gotten lost in translation. I have no idea what the leak about the Nautilus was, but it makes me more surprised that anybody thought the contrary. It's actually true or not, but one of the ships that I forgot it even exists till somebody mentions it. Yeah. I remember in the way that only I can do, maybe not only I can do, I was fantasizing about, like, oh, what if it was the Nautilus, but this? And, you know, it has, like, I think it has, like, 4, like, deployable arms. Not really arms, but, like, mine deployer things. And I was like, oh, what if you turned those mine deployers into, like, afterburners? Like, optional afterburners that you could deploy and then boost your, you know, and then in your own way, or in a different way, boost your, you know, boost your top speed. Maybe not top speed, maybe acceleration, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a weird, stupid, but also kind of fun idea. I think they also do have, in all fairness though, I'm sure that they have space mines for Squadron 42. I mean, like, I guess they don't have to, but that seems like something they would have made. Now, just because they made the mines doesn't mean they made the ship, and it also would not surprise me if they came out with a if the first mine layer we got was something that was a starter mine layer, although that's goofy. So probably against better logic, I'm gonna go to Arc L1 to heal up. So then, sleep deprived and perfect shape to ask for advice. What are the best stocks to buy right now? Oh my god. You know, the funny thing is that I actually, like, I don't know if I've mentioned, like, but I have actually started investing. I feel like there has to be some laws about, like, I don't know. I feel like there has to be some laws about giving out, like, specific stock advice or trying to manipulate the stock market in that way. I mean, I guess if I told you, like, oh, you should invest in this stock, like, it wouldn't be, like, it wouldn't, like, that's just, I don't know. There's a point where it does become, like, you know, market manipulation, but that is not it. Yeah. But I mean, I think probably the only like sound advice I could give would be, you know, diversify. Um, some event is probably not going to affect every market at the exact same time, although that's not impossible, I suppose. Um, dividend stocks are good. Mutual funds are also, you know, the diversity part of it. Um, yeah, and don't try to like play the market. It is a you're gonna get burned. You want to be you just like I mean assume the amount of risk you want to take, but also like I mean I would assume that probably for most people you don't really want to assume that much risk. But, you know, bet it all on red. God. Oh my god. I mean, it is. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a historian, but I would assume that a stock market historian, but I would assume at some point the you know, like oh, you know, buy low, sell high. Um that'd be yeah, I mean that's a thing. um but there are certainly more complex certainly more complex than that. I mean, I don't know if there are any. There have to be some businesses that have just, you know, gone under and have just disappeared and been removed from the market. I'm absolutely sure, but you know, that's probably not going to be a lot of them. But obviously, you should also probably, you know, do your research and make sure you have up to date information. What's wrong with Hello Kitty girls? Sanrio is sending several very nice agents to your current location and would like to ask you that very question. Can't even remember what was. I was having some conversation earlier, like I think last stream. There was something about My Little Pony that I was like, I've never watched any My Little Pony. No, except for like one clip that, or like a couple of clips based off of certain character interactions. Um, but yeah, like I've never watched it. I've never really felt the a burning desire to watch to watch it, even just to be like, oh, I checked it out. I don't even know where it. I don't even know where it's like where it streams on. Hmm. The rock and stick ponies we were talking about. Yes! Yes. Listen. Listen. I don't know where the hierarchy is, the transformation hierarchy of, you know, of statues and pool toys, but like the list itself might just be high. But in general, but the those two things are definitely high on the list. I'll just say that. Struck out. The Hello Kitty merchandising is winning. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, objectively, Hello Kitty merchandise is winning. Like, that's just a universal fact of life.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Drop shipping Hello Kitty women to it. Jesus. I have to look. I don't know where I was looking at the local subreddit, at my local town subreddit. And I was just like, why the fuck is there an AC 130 in the sky? And I mean, honestly, I still don't have necessarily a great answer for why there was an AC 130 overhead, but drills of some kind. Although, but I don't know how close the airport is to exactly where I live. I've always thought of it as being pretty close, but then no, I think it's on the other side of town, basically. Chances of getting striked by an AC-130 is low, but not impossible. Exactly. And a lot of other military aircraft as well. And apparently they run it out, or they run drills from our town's airport, not the nearest Air Force base, which I have no idea where that would be. I'm trying to think though. I mean, it is kind of funny because I was after playing Deus Ex, where you actually go to Oh, was it Vandenberg Air Force Base? I want to say it was Vandenberg, but it might have been something else. But then I was you know, helping my grandparents with something, saw the um aircraft overhead, and they were like, I wonder if it's going to Vandenberg. And I'm like, oh. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm here. Don't need to be here. Considering how there was literally a nuclear bomb almost accidentally set off in North... Oh, yeah. Hmm. True. True, true, true. Oh, right, Arc L1 does have a food court. I was like, there's a solid chance it doesn't have a food court. I'll resign myself to the fate of it not having a food court, but it does. It does. Oh, right, medium helmets I think are busted, so you can't actually take them off with the hotkey. You have to manually take them off. It's true. Most of them do. Most of them do. Hello Kitty girls don't have failsafes. What does that mean? Like, trying to think. Well, okay, the thing that I'm thinking of right now is, like, you have a robot Hello Kitty, and then you I don't know, do whatever, you make pancakes with your um you know, you make cupcakes with your Hello Kitty robot, and then all of a sudden they just fucking smack you with a frying pan, with a hot frying pan. And you're like, oh god, no, stop beating my head with a frying pan. And then that doesn't do anything because they didn't build the, you know, they didn't build the voice recognition into, you know, for that particular phase. Oh, Kitty's trying to make the bite of 87 work. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Uh, I feel so dumb. Sometimes, anyway. When they get angry, they don't stop. They go anga bunker mode. If you mention your little the big red dog, then Hello Kitty. Amazing, amazing. Gonna pick up one of these helmets because oh my god. Because why not? My god. Well, good luck. Don't don't die. Don't get hit in the head with a frying pan while making pancakes. I'll figure out a creative way to put that on a tombstone. I'll get back to you. Wait a minute. When did I get this sand one? Why is this why does this not have a Okay, there we go. I didn't even realize there was an alt color. Okay, I am curious about that. Is this just... I think that's just a color thing. Thank Kershaw splitting you in two. Yeah. Oh my god. I was gonna say that, hey, at least like getting split in two. I mean, if you're gonna get split in two, you know, may as well get turned into a pair of something. Like a pair of socks. I don't know. Okay, the delivery on that one was poor. I am tired. I can't make funny joke about silly TF shenanigans. Realized Cool Soap. He thought he could fix what can't be broken. And now he's fighting kittens in the after. Wait. You can't fix what thought he could fix what can't be broken. Okay, so that would imply that you think because you're trying to fix something, you assume that it's broken. But it's not broken and they're just sadistic tsunderes. Right? Am I reading the room right? Listen, I mean I can respect it, but also call out your bullshit. I think there is room to do both. That, I mean, you know, in a really, really roundabout way,
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval.
I could take that very literally. And, you know, to some degree, yes.
Location.
Manure is, in fact, a crucial part of agriculture. So, you know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, I mean, like, it do be how it be sometimes. What do you mean louder in the back? You mean louder for the back? Listen, words have meaning. And sometimes leaving out a single word or changing a single word can change the entire meaning of the thing. I do feel like a little bit of a dick every time I correct somebody when I obviously know what they actually mean. But, I don't know. What do you mean, no? You mean louder in the back, like you want the back of the class to be more disruptive? Listen. I, as your internet teacher of some questionable tenure, I'd appreciate if you didn't do that. Can we go on a field trip? Okay, I can take you to a bunker. We can just make sure to look out for the Ninetails. They do be kind of violent sometimes. Lost against the weebs, the kitties, and the normies. Can't think of linear order. That's fair enough. Are war crimes permitted then? Oh my god. That was an extremely fast yes. Oh my god. It was a concerningly fast yes. Let's see, do we have any more P8SC magazines? We have to, oh, we have a few. Alright, that should be plenty. Get a little reload in here. This is America. We always have The firearm magazines and the magazines. The literature magazines, of course, of course. My god. Oh my god. Sorry, it just makes me I've just heard this. So I don't know how valid it is, but I can't remember. I think it was Executive Order 9066. I could be wrong. It could have been like 9660. I think it was 9066 or 6690 or something. The executive order that was the uh, Japanese internment camps in World War II. Order 69. Order 420. It was neither of those. So the way that it worked in the US was they went to a Japanese residence and said, pack your things. And there was a little bit of time to like actually sort all your belongings. The same sort of thing happened in Canada, except they didn't get the chance to do anything with their belongings. Now, I don't think it was like a lot of time. Like, it wasn't really like an amount of time. Like, people lost property. It was not good. It was like the entire thing was objectively terrible. But yeah. Oh jeez, hang on. I gotta look this up. Sorry, we were talking about balloons earlier. Okay, I alt tabbed out. I don't know why. Canadians were being pro gamers, my god. There is the joke. There is the joke about Canadians being the reason that the Geneva Convention exists. That if you ask a Canadian, it's more of the Geneva checklist, in all fairness. And that does come from somewhere. Sorry, I saw a friend playing a game called Balloon TD6, and I thought that was just hilarious, having talked about inflatables. And talked about inflatable fursuits earlier, so now I am oh, is it tower defense? Yeah, tower defense. Okay. Is I mean, I'm not that into tower defense games, but I guess I could give it a go. Oh, okay. I was like, wow. I mean, I guess it would make sense. Of all the tower defense games to see somebody playing, the most popular one would probably be very popular one would make sense. Oh, we got a little Dracula with that one. Oh. Soap, why do you need a bottle? What kind of bottle? An empty bottle? A bottle of booze? A pill bottle? A fine bottle of vintage 2008 Martinelli's cider? Pear cider? I am a particular fan of the pear cider. A bottle of capitalism. Oh, yes. Bleh. Listen, I could be a voice actor. If I could be a voice actor if I locked in on the voices. Yes, yes. Uh... I don't even know. I was gonna say I've never, like, read a script before, which would be like, yeah, I don't know, it'd be really hard to say, to be able to tell if I can or cannot actually do that, but I have, for, I know I did when I was in my video production class. I remember explicitly, like, there was a recording booth, that was just a part of the classroom, and, and for some reason, my group, I think my group was first, and it was like, the teacher was like, okay, so do not edit, do not do any editing when you're in the recording booth. It's gonna take, you know, forever. Do it outside of, just get the recording done, edit it later. Otherwise, you know, other people aren't gonna have enough time. And guess what we did? So, yeah. Best Jack Black impression? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I could do Jack Black, truly, really. But I could try and match the, you know what, that's coming off more, I could try and match the energy and the sort of cadence, but, which is maybe more important than anything else. But, God, yeah. It came off a little bit more, I can't remember the actor's name. The one in Star Trek, the original series. The Captain Kirk. That guy. Shatner. William Shatner. Yes. That is the one I'm thinking of. Chicken jockey. No. Oh my god. Chicken jockey. I wonder who wrote the Book of Love. I wonder at what point in Jack Black's life did he realize that he was a meme, and at what point did he accept the fact that he was a meme, that he would forever be that guy? I yell it while throwing this live chicken. God. I don't know, Soap. I enjoy your company. Presumably you enjoy my company, or it's the MK Ultra that I got at a discount price on Craigslist. Oh, the security did their goddamn job. How nice. Dokapon. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Hang on, let me go back and actually look at like the first message you sent in Twitch chat. I suppose I could also cross-reference. Security not being there to be accidental corpses. Accidental corpses are the best corpses. You know, I was gonna sing the Lava Chicken song, but then I realized it's probably copyright. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I really need to go and watch the House Behind the Clock or whatever movie it was. Cause like I remember watching that, and that was like the first. I think I can pretty confidently say the first time I've ever seen a Jack Black movie, if you want to count it, I guess, would be Kung Fu Panda. But obviously, as a voice actor, it doesn't hit you as much. I'm pretty sure that The House Behind the Clock was the first Jack Black movie I saw. Jack Black is just like an icon of some kind. Oh, let's see here. Let's get the window down here. Hits much harder when he's just playing himself. That right? Oh my god. I mean, like 999 plus messages from Cool Soap. At some point, they do have to delete the messages. Like, there's no way. I mean, granted, they don't have like a huge video library in the same way that YouTube does. So, like, I don't know. There's probably some sense there, but. See, the thing is, I'm looking through the list, And I have yet to. Okay, now we're in 2024. Just give it a minute. Luckily, I have the endurance to make it through the list. I mean, it'd be nice if there was a number associated with each message, but also that would be kind of ridiculous. It wouldn't be that ridiculous, but it would be interesting. What? Wait, what is the context? Wait a minute. Is it wrong to want a woman to manhandle you? Is 727 on. Oh my god, this was a 7 2020 7/22 2024. I that was that was from Final Fantasy 13. No, wait a minute. That's no. Yeah, it probably was. Emulation, retro games, Dokapon. Yep. That handle you? So 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 please. Oh my god. Yeah, no, this is I'm not through 2024 yet. We're in May of 2024. Twenty following since December 9th, 2022. That's that one's kind of crazy. I I find it hard to believe it has been that long, but I think it was lightning. I think it was lightning. But I could be wrong. December 9th, 2022 apparently. Allegedly. All right, if I do go through this entire list of comments, I am going to fall asleep. And while I kind of want that, I would like to do that on my own terms. How far have I flown away from the planet? Oh, relatively far. Oh, jeez. Sorry, my air conditioning apparently just, like, its default temperature is 82, and I didn't realize that. Oh, I turned it up a little bit to 86 because, you know. Well, considering things are happening, I am playing. I guess you're audio only. Um, I am in fact playing the game. I think this will be the last bunker run for tonight. But you know what? Not bad. Nothing catastrophic happened. And god damn it, nothing catastrophic will happen. I don't care if I tempt fate. Good lord. Context in the future. Hey, hang on, now I gotta read that. Well, it hasn't been 3 years yet. Working on it. Um. Hmm. As the person who would be looking through the logs, I'm pretty sure I can discern that I'm the streamer. You know, I appreciate it. Jeez. Alright. I'm also just about out of soda. So everything checks out. Yeah, getting my sleep schedule in order is definitely a thing I would like to do soon. But also not gonna be that simple. It never is. Alright. Bunch of dead Ajax security dudes. Or dudes in plain clothes. Well, plain professional security clothes, I guess. Wow. Wow, Soap. I don't know what to make of that. I do not know what to make of that in the slightest. I almost wonder if it would just be faster to go to my VOD channel, go back to, December 9th, and just see what, just watch the stream, see what the first thing you say was. Although I'm not sure, because it might be. Yeah, it probably was before I. No, it was definitely before I started multi streaming. So it would be a video and not a live. Yeah. Well, in any case. I do need to end this at some point before I go stir crazy. Did I have anything in here? God damn it, I did. Yeah, I can leave that. I don't care. Mm. Mm. Oh, oh, jeez. love these flat clouds that look like you're gonna crash into a N64 world. Don't you dare tell me it doesn't look like that. Okay, so. Let's see. What? Sorry, just a quick text message. Okay. Okay. So, same old for streaming. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Wednesday. Minecraft Monday. Hack.gu on Friday. Wednesday, I don't know. Wednesday, I really don't know. We'll see. I feel like 5D chess would be fun, but also I feel like I feel like that's a game that I could really very, very easily and very quickly burn out on. Maybe Mario Party. If Mario Party continues to run like ass, then I don't know. There's a lot of options, so we'll see. That being said, how can I rack up that sweet sleep deprivation points? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just stall by repeating everything I say. Just stall by repeating everything I say. Now, yeah. It's been good. Have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.